Something I wanted to do for quite a while. Look at this little mini skirt I made for working out, and it's got shorties attached under there. I did a mashup of two patterns, really easy to do. I'll share all the details and other ideas too. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing, and today I'm gonna share a really fun make that I've been up to. Took me a while to figure out what to do. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get into periods where I don't know what to sew. Believe it or not, you know, with so many endless options there are. Sometimes I just need extra motivation and maybe a few days of rest just to think up ideas, and I've come up with something that was in the back burner that I've been thinking about for a long time. So it's gonna be a fun one. I'm so happy with the result. And I've made this garment using a mashup of two patterns I already have. These two patterns I've already got videos and content about on this channel, and they are both Love Notions patterns. Before we go into the details, I want to give you some news about Love Notions so that you know. Next week, starting Monday, the 7th of October, through Friday, the 11th of October, for the whole week, Monday through Friday, there's going to be a huge site-wide sale that is 40% off. If you use my code, you get 45% off. And so this is something new, and this is why for this month of October, my code looks a little different to what you're used to. It does change every 3 months. It has already changed. The new code is already active, although the 45% off will only be active during the sale next week. So for today, it'll be 10% off as usual. My code is 10 needles with a 45 at the end. I'll write it down everywhere. If you're always in doubt, go to my website. At the top, it says affiliate links on the top part of the web page. If you click there, you'll always see the code that's updated. And it's always in the description box and right at the top of the comment section whenever I feature a Love Notions pattern. So that is something that you need to know, happening next week on Monday. I have been planning quite a few episodes for next week that are really fun. It's taken me a while to plan them and start executing them. So keep your eyes open for the Love Notions sale. Jot down my code somewhere so you don't forget. 10 needles 45 next week will give you 45% off instead of 40%. So that's nice, right? Coming back to the garment that we're talking about today, this is using the Ravinia Skirt pattern. This is one I made in 2019, 2020. I haven't made it again since then, so it's been a couple of years. Both of my two versions, I'll show you some images here, were made using a fabric I'm no longer a fan of. They are both not in nice conditions for me to continue wearing. I used rayon spandex. They went through quite a few washes, and the quality of the fabric visually is just not there for me to walk out the street anymore. So that's a bit sad, and I've learned my lesson with rayon spandex. It can be really tempting to get it because of all the prints, how soft and nice it is to wear. But then as you wear and you wash it, you'll find out it doesn't last looking nice for a very long time. And that's why I'm not making rayon spandex garments anymore unless I want them to be pajamas. Sadly, you don't really wear skirts as pajamas. So these two skirts I had in the past have sadly lived their life and are no longer wearable. The Ravinia Skirt is the Feature Friday pattern for today. That means it's $5 compared to the regular price. It's over 60% off, especially if you use my discount code. You'll never find a specific pattern at a lower price than on a Feature Friday. Not even when it's the site-wide sales, you know. So it's a good time to get it if you don't have it yet. I think it's amazing. You can make super cute skirts with this one. And I'm going to show you an option that can just take it a bit further with a pattern mashup. So yeah, I'm super excited to share my idea. Remember, my affiliate link is always at the top of the comment section, pinned right there, easy for you to find, and in the description box. And remember to use my code 10needles45, which is the code right now. So I decided to make another one, and I'd been thinking about this for a long time. Now, let me give you some context. I do a lot of working out, and I have different types of bottoms that I wear to go to the gym. I have some longer shorts that go up to the knee, and I like those for getting on the bike. I have a spinning bike at home as well. Those are nice. I've bought some shorter ones that over time I've noticed I'm not too comfortable with wearing at the gym. I feel too exposed. There are some girls that go to the gym that wear shorter shorts than this, and they seem quite comfortable, but not everyone feels the same in the same type of clothing, right? So I had these two shorts that are pretty much useless for now. They don't work for cycling because I get friction. They're too short for that, and I feel exposed. So I always thought, why don't I just take out the waistbands and then sew a skirt on top and make a skirt? And I'd been thinking about that for a long time, but I decided to do it with real patterns first. see how I like it, and then probably these are going to become skirts, like you're going to see the one I'm going to make now. So the Ravinia skirt, it's one that has a knee length, a calf length, and a maxi length. I made mine quite shorter than the knee length, a lot shorter. I just want it to be a little below the shorties. I used the shorties from the Clearwater Summer Essentials pattern, which was released just a couple of months ago. Swimwear, activewear, you know, tankinis, tennis dresses, all that stuff. There's a pair of shorties in that pattern, and I really love that one. I made it a few times. I love the fit. I thought, why don't I just make those shorties and attach the Ravinia skirt there, attach the waistband and see how it goes. Depending on how I liked it and how it feels on, I wanted to make more. Now that I've already done the experiment and I'm so happy, that's what I'm going to do with these ones that are ready to wear. I'm just going to remove the waistbands, keep the shorties, add my new Ravinia skirts with the Ravinia waistband, and I'm going to have really nice little skirts to wear to the gym. It's really hot now. I really am not able to tolerate the capri length leggings I wear most of the year. So with these, I'll be comfortable, I'll be fresh, but I won't feel too exposed like I do just with the shorties. So that's an idea for you if you have little shorties like this lying around. And if you just like having shorties under a skirt, just so that you're more free and you don't have to worry about the wind and things like that, you might want to make your skirt a little longer as well. That's personal preference. These are the shortest skirts I would ever wear, and I would only wear them to work out. I wouldn't wear them out, like out. I'm just not a mini skirt type person. But for the gym, I think it's okay. And I decided to cut mine 6 inches shorter than the knee length version. I'm using an athletic knit here, zebra print. I'm making my shorties in black. I was really careful to choose the fabric for my shorties, because I've made shorties in the past with some athletic knits that don't have that much spandex in there, and they don't feel quite as compressive as supportive. I really like the high compression athletic knit, 12-14% spandex type of thing. So that is the type of fabric I've used for my shorties. And then the fabric for the skirt itself, that can be lighter. My athletic knit for my skirt is 92% polyester, 8% spandex. So it's a little lighter, a little less spandex. You don't need that compression for the skirt, obviously. So I'm going to take you through my process, how I put it all together. It was super fun. I also decided to eliminate the pocket on the shorties that the Clearwater has. There's these middle panels on the side with pockets. Because the Ravinia skirt has pockets, I didn't want to double up on pockets everywhere. So I'm making the Clearwater shorts just a little simple, less seams, same fit, just a little more simple. So let's see. Here are the pattern pieces for my Ravinia skirt that I want to make into a skirt. So I've cut the knee length version, you can see there. And I've actually just measured from the hemline up 6 inches, 15 centimeters. And I've just drawn a curve, and I'm just going to trim this away. I'm going to save them because I am going to tape this back together. And this is the length that I determined would be nice for a skirt for exercise. So short but not too short. And because I want to use the Clearwater shorties underneath, I actually did try them on. So discounting all this waistband area right there, you can see my skirt is going to end up about 2 inches longer than the shorts I've got underneath. This, of course, will all be confirmed once I sew the skirt and sew it onto the waist of the shorts and all of that. But I think this is a nice place to start, and it's going to work with the original length of the shorties. This is the width of the waistband for the Clearwater shorties, the original one. The only difference is that this is a rectangle waistband and the Ravinia skirt uses a curved waistband. But I compared them and they have similar width right here. So I'm going to be using my Ravinia skirt waistband. I'm not going to be using this rectangle waistband for my skirt. All I'm going to be using for this skirt is the short pieces right there. I'm going to sew that on top right there, baste all the layers together, and then I'm going to add on my Ravinia skirt waistband, which is a curved waistband. These are the pattern pieces for the Clearwater shorties, and I've made them before with the pockets. The only reason this panel between the front and the back is there is for the pocket. This is where you would sew your second layer and have a super easy pocket. Now the Ravinia skirt has pockets. I don't really want pockets on my shorties, knowing I have pockets on the skirt. So I'm going to do a very easy simplification and just turn all of this into one piece. All I'm going to do is match up the notches. I've got 2 notches here, so that means that in this middle panel, this is the side that goes to the back. And I'm going to overlap. There's 3/8 seam allowance here. So if I overlap that seam allowance on both sides and get rid of it, that is essentially going to transform these shorties into something super simple with the exact same fit. Remember, these panels here are just present to have pockets. They don't change the shaping or the fit at all. And so I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm just going to overlap. If you look at the amount of paper I have at the back is 3/4 of an inch, which is both of the seam allowances, because 3/8 plus 3/8 is 3/4 of an inch. So the amount of paper coming behind right here is 3/4 of an inch, both here and there. And that's how I get rid of the seam allowance, and I can cut this out just like it is, 2 of these, and I won't have any seams on the sides. I'm just going to have a crotch seam, and the inseam, remember, is a little different because we have all of this gusset area. Now that each leg is just one piece and we don't have the panels here, it's just about sewing these crotch curves. This tiny one is the front, larger one is the back. It looks really short because the gusset is still missing. So once we have these sewn, then the gusset comes in. Okay, the seams are sewn. This is the front. So all we have to do is open this up like that. This is the right side of the fabric, and we're going to take one of our gusset pieces and put it right sides together. Now we're going to have a little mark right there, and this is going to match that seam here from the front. So this is going to fit perfectly there and there. We get this seam sewn, and then we attach this other side to the back one that's over there, and that completes the inseam. Okay, there is one of the seams. There is the front crotch there that was caught with this inseam, the first step. And then the second step of the inseam is to match this other side over here with the back crotch over there. This little line is going to match the crotch seam from the back. You can do them in whichever order you want. You can do the back first or the front, doesn't really matter. All you need to know is that the inseam has 2 seams. This is where the traditional seam would be, and where you would have an intersection of seams. This is the area that would make it uncomfortable for a garment like this. And with this system, it's just so much more comfortable. There are the shorties almost done. All I need to do now is the hem, and this is going to be left raw. Once I have my skirt already assembled, I'm going to pin the waist of the shorts to the waist of the skirt, and then comes the waistband. At this point, I have already assembled my skirt, my pockets, everything. Remember, I have content on the channel showing you how to do that. I've marked the center fronts and center backs with a little red line. I've also divided the quarters on the sides, which don't actually match the side seams. I've got pins right there. And this is to help me slide my shorties inside and match everything up. So I'm going to take my shorties, slide them inside the skirt and match them up with all the references. I have also divided the waistline of the shorties into 4, which is super easy because that matches the side seams of the shorts. So I'm just going to match it all up. The reference points on the shorties are super easy. It's just the front and back crotch seams and the side seams. But for the skirts, a little bit different. I'm just making sure that the quarter points match here. And what is an amazing surprise is that this is basically 1-to-1. So the waistline of the skirt pretty much matches the waistline of the shorties. There we have it, shorties underneath. I have hand basted them together quite a distance from where I'm going to sew. And I thought I was going to have to stretch one to match the other, but it's an amazing surprise that they match pretty much perfectly. So I can't wait to finish this. I have already sewn my curved waistband and matched that up. Same quarter points, everything matches 1-to-1. It's going to be super easy. I'm just going to serge that off camera. I don't have to stretch the waistband to match the waistline. It's designed to fit properly. And yeah, just a serger and it's done. I'm so happy I came up with this idea because the result is so cute. This is my little skirt. This is a zebra print I've used with other garments. I love it so much and I got a lot of yardage. I have not finished using this zebra print. I think it's nice, you know, nice animal print that is not leopard or anything. You know, black and white is always super versatile for styling, so I love it. I really like making the binding contrasting so that you can see the feature of the skirt. With such a busy print, sometimes you can't see it. There's the gathering detail underneath the pocket. So nice. The back is simple, cut on the fold. So is the front. It's just that you have this right there. And you have the pocket bag. In the past, I made a pocket that goes across the whole front and gives you a little bit of tummy support. It's another hack. Check that video out if you want to, because that's really nice. In this case, I just made it as per the pattern with the pocket bag. And I couldn't have made my skirt shorter than this because then you would see my pocket bag. And you can see my skirt is a little longer than the shorties underneath. Shorties underneath, amazing quality knit. I'm so happy. And there's no pocket, nothing. This is all one simple piece. I don't have that panel that goes there with the pocket that the original shorties have, but you see how easy it was to just get rid of those seam allowance and just tape it all together and create one full piece. I love this gusset underneath. This gusset is genius, and I would make all my shorties with this gusset here. So comfortable. Love that addition. I think Tammy was genius creating that gusset there. I really like it, and it's so easy to sew compared to triangle little gussets where it's just finicky there at the serger. This time it's just 2 straight seams. I'm a fan. And then you see that with this one, not that it's planned or anything, but my shorties in size large and my skirt in size large were pretty much 1-to-1 on the edge of when I basted them together. They're both going to stretch against your body. Remember, there's negative ease. The waistband here is smaller than your waist, but that's why we have stretchy fabric. So that was nice, and I love the curved waistband. It was really easy to just serge it on at the end. So nice. I mean, I can't be happier. I've tried it on. I think it looks so cute. I couldn't think many styling options. So you'll see it just with a basic black gym tank and sneakers. The black on the top, I could wear any color top, any color sneaker, whatever I want. I could wear this and get wet with it as well if I wanted to wear this around the pool or a water park. They're both athletic knits that are wicking and are going to dry super fast. So I don't see this just as a workout little skort thing. Could also be a pool thing. Yeah, I'm over the moon at the result. I'm so glad I did the experiment, joined these 2 patterns up, and the result is so cute. Here is my latest Ravinia skirt. This time it's a skort because underneath I have attached the shorties that are part of the Clearwater pattern. They are attached to the waistline, and then you have the waistband of the Ravinia skirt. So cool. I love this mashup. It's just amazing. Exactly what I needed. You can see that the skirt is a little bit longer than the shorties. I shortened the skirt by 6 inches from the knee length. You can see it up close. I used black binding around the pocket opening so you can see. There is the pocket bag inside. The skirt is a little longer than the pocket bag, so you never see them. And it's so comfortable. The curved waistband is stabilized with a small elastic on the top. And I think that black binding and the gathering adds a super cute touch to this little skirt. I'm ecstatic with this. It's exactly like I pictured it, and I can see myself making many more. This is great for working out. Of course, you could have made this skirt longer, you know, length is personal preference, but I wanted this one short because it's to work out at the gym and it's really hot. I could also wear this at a pool or someplace like that and get wet with it. So it can be quite versatile for me, and I love it in the zebra print, black and white. It's going to be super easy and super fun to style, and I can't wait to make more of these. It was such an easy, fun make. Love this one now that I know how easy it was, and it didn't take that long, and how amazing the result is. I'm going to be making Ravinia skirts to go with these ready-to-wear shorties. With this one, there's a brand all over it, Diadora, whatever. I think I'm going to look for fabric that's blue, this one. And I hope I can find some type of burgundy athletic knit like this one so it matches. I'm going to be on the lookout, and I'm going to be so happy with these. So nice to wear. And yeah, you don't have to make the skirt so short like I did. Make it a little longer, and the addition of shorties under there makes it so comfortable. This could be a super cute tennis skirt if that is what you do. Not what I do, but I know a lot of people enjoy that. So I hope you like this idea. Mashing up 2 patterns is always fun. Remember that the Ravinia skirt is the Feature Friday pattern for this Friday. 60% off, a little bit more even if you use my discount code. And if you don't have the Clearwater, you can get it next week during the sale. Wink. That's all from me. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Go and check out the Love Notion site. Make your wish list. Think about the things you might want to check out. I'll leave you my playlist with all my Love Notions makes down below. I've featured pretty much all the patterns, lots with tutorials, most of them with multiple ideas and hacks. So there's a lot of content on the channel using Love Notions patterns for you to get inspired. If you're interested in a little cat update, I'll give you a 30-second one. The cat is still on my balcony. As soon as it figured out I've got food for it there, it never leaves. It probably leaves a few times a day for like half an hour. I don't see that it's there, but it's always on the balcony. I put a bed there, not interested. He just sleeps on wherever on the floor because, you know, and he's looking so much nicer. I mean, he was so skinny when he arrived, and now he's looking nice and normal. I still can't get very close. I've been up to maybe that far, and I just put my hand there, and he just gets up and goes further away. But at least he's not hissing at me and not jumping like I've like terrified him anymore. So I know it's going to take a long time. I'm being patient. I just really want this cat to be my cat, hopefully. And I hope he just stays and decides to stay. You know, the cat distribution system type thing that they choose us. That is a cat update. I know not everyone's a cat person. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next week with the big Love Notion sale. Special content over here at Lifting Pins and Needles. Bye.